Am I the first thing on the recording?
Yes.
Sweet. Hi guys, I'm Eli. I'm the treasurer. My favorite snack is Cheez-Its, big fan. And as far as why I like AIChE, I am pretty similar to Ashley and Claire. I really like it for the people you meet, not only students, but also professors, people in the community. It's just a great opportunity to meet a lot of really cool people.
Harrison?
Hi, I'm Harrison. I'm the external vice president. My favorite snack is probably like pumpkin bread. It's an awesome snack. Great for breakfast, dessert, toast, anything really. It's awesome. Last year, my favorite thing was probably like Rohan. But this year, I like the rest of you guys, and I've really enjoyed connecting with the faculty over the years and other industry reps too.
And then Nick's joining us virtually, so I'll like plop him up here, but you might not be able to hear him, so I'll let him talk and then I'll echo what he says.
Hey everyone, my name's Nick. I'm the secretary of AIChE, and my favorite snack is chips and salsa. It's easy, simple, but yet complex. I would say my favorite thing about AIChE is all the connections. Pretty much everything that's driven me forward in my chemical engineering career is a direct result of the connections I've made in AIChE. And so I just really appreciate all the connections and the opportunities that those connections lead to, whether they be students, faculty, or even industry.
Everyone heard that, right? Cool, so it is loud enough. Okay, then I'm gonna scoot you back here. So yeah, so then I just have a little promo video. It'll be a little quiet for those of you in person, but. Oh, it's not playing at all. That's fine. We don't need music. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
You know, honestly, this will be recorded.
Da, 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 da. Yeah, we're gonna share this with everyone. Da, da.
Let's go back and rewatch this.
Going down.
Da, 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 da. Thanks for putting up with me, guys. So that was like our promo video with really great music. I don't know if it, thank you. But yeah, those are just some of the activities we've done in the past as an organization. So like dog walking, and they had our IR banquet and different things like that. So we obviously have like a ton of events, but what really is AIChE? We are a personal and professional student organization. So AIChE as a whole is actually a professional organization that was founded in 1908. So there are professional members in like industry and stuff, and higher up powers that are part of AIChE, and then Purdue, like the student AIChE organization, was founded in 1929. So this is like a huge organization. There are over 60,000 professional members, and then over 23,000 student members, and 333 student chapters all around the world. And we like to connect with all of them. So, well, not all of them, but a lot of them, and try to keep a really global organization. Our specific chapter has gotten Outstanding Student Chapter for 4 years in a row, which is really awesome. And it's just because we hold a lot of events and are really passionate about what we do. And the main thing that we do is just make connections. And I think we all kind of express, like, even Rohan, I guess, is a connection that Harrison made. And so, yeah, that's like a big tenet of what we do as an organization. We're connecting chemical engineering students with their peers through social activities and the like, with our faculty members, with industry partners, and with the greater West Lafayette and Lafayette community. Some more of those connections that we have. Here are just some of our past company partners and sponsors, and people who you may see doing events with us throughout the semester, whether that be info sessions, or coming to our IR banquet and IR mega prep night, or just any events that they want to do, potentially virtual plant tours this semester. So yeah, we have representatives from a lot of different industries, so that's pretty cool. And then some of our community partners that we like to volunteer with and give back to. We go to a lot of dog shelters and volunteer with Habitat for Humanity and do fundraising for Purdue's Relay for Life, which is on campus. We probably won't be able to actually go to any of these places this semester, but we'll hopefully have some fundraisers and things like that to give back to our community still. And so, yeah, those are a bunch of our different connections. We have lots of different events. This obviously is a list of past events, and things are going to look a little different this semester, but I still wanted to highlight all of the great things that we have done in the past. We still plan on having just as many events this semester, whether it be virtual, in person, or some sort of hybrid that's super confusing and difficult to get working. But we still plan on doing a lot of stuff, and this is just an opportunity for us to get creative with the things that we've done in the past, and then also just bringing up some new ideas this semester. So there are 4 levels of membership if you're interested in getting more involved in AIChE. So I introduced our executive board to you. We also have committees. So those are made up of our committee heads, and we're currently looking for committee members and general members. So to start, a general member is anyone who signed up on our mailing list. So if you've already received an email from us, congratulations, you are a general member. And so like if you are not already a general member, you can sign up at that QR code. So if you've never gotten an email from us or anything, go ahead and do that now. You can start getting emails weekly about just our upcoming events and anything like that. And then we just encourage you to attend any and all events that you find interesting throughout the semester. And then also we have all member meetings. So today is our first all member meeting. We'll also have one in September, October, and then November we'll have elections for our executive board for the next academic year. And so these are committee featured. So our next one is going to feature our student relations committee, and they'll kind of be putting on some cool activities for you guys. Being a general member is completely free, so there are no costs associated with it except for like one event throughout the semester, which I'll be highlighting in a little bit. But yeah, completely free. You can just come to whatever you want, and it's just what you make of it. So. And then if you're looking for a little bit more involvement, we're also looking for committee members. So this is more of a leadership position where you're actually planning some of those events that I mentioned. No experience is needed though, and we really welcome freshmen. So even if you're in first year engineering, you don't technically have that chemical engineering student title, you're welcome to be a committee member or a general member. And so this is broken down into 9 committees, which are listed over there. And so we've got our internal side, which just focuses more on things related to Purdue. So outreach to freshmen, undergraduate research, connecting with our faculty here at Purdue and with other students. Then we've got our external side, which is kind of the greater community and global connections. We've got our philanthropy and chapter relations, which works with our sister chapter in Istanbul. So like I mentioned, there are AIChE organizations all around the world. So we work with them through our chapter relations. We'll work with industry partners. And then we also have a brand new committee this semester for mentorship, which we kicked off the mentorship program last semester, but now we actually have a committee for it. So if you're interested in getting more involved there, that's a new opportunity. And then we have our marketing team, which just highlights all the great stuff that our organization does. So if you're interested in becoming a committee member, you're going to want to apply by 10 p.m. tonight. Again, there's a QR code for that committee member application, and it's also been sent out in our emails if you've gotten those. And then we'll be holding interviews for all new members on Sunday, September 6th from 2 to 7 p.m. And then we'll send out acceptances the next day, and our first committee member meeting will be that Tuesday, and it'll actually be 8 to 9, even though our regularly scheduled CMMs will be from 5 to 6 every other Tuesday. So yeah, that's just if you want to get a little bit more involved in our organization besides just being a general member who attends events. I'm gonna take a water.
And if you are a first semester freshman, don't be afraid to become a committee member. Ashley and I both joined as committee members and now we're on the executive board, so clearly it worked out. So don't let that be a stopping point.
Yeah, we love freshmen, so please don't let that stop you at all. So yeah, with that, here are just some of our upcoming events and programs for the upcoming semester. First of all, we've got a panel on next Monday? This is next Monday, right? The 7th? Yeah, that one. it's coming up. But yeah, so if you're interested in grad school at all, you can go ahead and I'm going to have a bunch of QR codes. You can use them if you want, but also all this information will be in our weekly emails if you're already signed up for that. But if you want to like RSVP now, feel free to. So yeah, if you're interested in grad school, we'll be having a panel with some different graduate students, so you can join that virtually. And then we've got some information sessions coming up with IR approaching, one with Conagra, and then one with the Chevron Phillips Chemical Company, and those are both going to be virtual as well. It's a great way to just learn more about their company beyond what's on their website, and feel free to like ask me questions and everything like that. And then we've got our IR Mega Prep Night. So this is going to be happening virtually as well on Sunday, September 13th. We're going to have 4 different companies in attendance, and they'll be doing info sessions there to let you learn more about those companies. And then also just do some resume reviews with you, mock interviews, elevator pitch practice. And you know, even though you may have like practiced your mock interviews and elevator pitch and all of that, it's like a whole new ballpark when you're virtual. So this would be a great experience to practice that before IR, which is going to be super different this year. So I highly recommend coming to our IR Mega Prep Night. It'll be the Sunday right before IR week. And then if you're looking to connect with companies more one-on-one in an actual like networking setting, we've got our annual IR banquet that Monday. And that's going to also be virtual, but you're going to have like one-on-one to one-on-two time with recruiters to just kind of network with them. We'll have some like guided questions and stuff, so you can just strike up like more natural conversations than you would at like a job fair or anything like that. We have those 4 companies signed up so far, but the list is still growing. And again, this is just a good opportunity to network with some more companies, because I know that IR is kind of capping us at 4 initial signups. So maybe if you're not getting all the companies you want, this is another opportunity to talk to them some more. And then the next thing that's coming up is our mentorship program, which I mentioned earlier. This is a great opportunity for leadership and mentoring for juniors and seniors, and a great way to learn more about what ChemE is and get kind of the inside scoop as a underclassman. There'll be a mentorship event once a month, and we will be having virtual families and in-person families. So feel free to apply to that either way. And then we'll be putting you in like families, so it won't be like one-on-one or anything. It'll be a group of 2 upperclassmen and then 3 to 4 underclassmen. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and sign up by September 11th. I'm really excited for this program, so hope to see you guys there. And then I just wanted to share, this isn't like an actual event or anything, but we really have a big goal of sustainability and kind of introducing that in our events and having a focus on that this semester. So I've got like this giant paragraph of text, but essentially we're just going to try to be focusing on having a few events throughout the semester that really focus on sustainability and what we can do individually and as ChemEs to incorporate that into our lives and careers. And so, yeah, that's the grunt of AIChE and what we are and what we're doing this semester. Here are a ton of reasons to join AIChE, but the best part about AIChE is really that like you get to make whatever you want of it. There's tons of events for whatever you want, social, professional, the works. And so this organization is just a great way to do all sorts of different things within your ChemE family. And so, yeah, that is Purdue AIChE. Again, if you are not already on our mailing list, that first QR code is going to let you sign up for that. And then if you're interested in being a committee member, those applications are due tonight at 10 p.m. So make sure you sign up and fill out our application. With that, are there any questions, both in person or virtually?
If there's any slides or QR codes you want us to circle back to, let us know. Okay, so there was a question. So the question was, are we considered AIChE members if we're signed up to the email list? Yes, you're general members. If you want to do more, you can apply to become a committee member.
Okay, and then if, oh yeah, what's up? buy our banquet? Are we still eating? No, unfortunately, since it's a virtual event, we won't have food or anything. Yeah, I know that's a big staple of it, but yeah, unfortunately at that event, there won't be any food.
Hey, Claire, we can't hear you virtually.
Definitely would recommend it to give that extra one-on-one time with somebody else before the craziness of our
Yeah, David. Yeah, so we have information on our committees online, so you can check out our website for that. It's got a lot of great stuff that'll tell you a lot of different things. We're also happy to answer any more questions. If you're interested in specific committees, we'll be here after the event. What's your next question? What do we do during the mentorship? We cover shirts,
Okay, so the question was about mentorship and what that's going to be like. So it's going to have in-person and virtual options. So if you want a completely virtual family and you're online for the semester, you can do that, or we'll have in-person events. The kickoff event is basically going to be like a giant picnic. And we'll be doing different things like family game nights, family food, stuff like that, both in person and virtually. So.
And then that program also helps to link you up with actual professionals out in the workforce, people that are engineers and have been for like 20, 30 years. So there's two different parts to that as well.
Yeah, so we have our group mentorship program and then also our alumni mentorship program, which is being set up. So those are two separate things. But yeah, the alumni one, we're going to partner like Purdue chemical engineering students one-on-one with chemi grads from Purdue to kind of get more like professional advice and all of that. So be on the lookout for those signups. They haven't been listed yet, but they'll be sent out in our emails, hopefully in the coming weeks. Yeah, anything else? Okay, then with that, I'm gonna pass it off to Jeff to tell us a little bit about ChemiCar. Jeff, can you try talking? I'm not sure if sound is coming out of my laptop.
Yeah. Can you all hear me?
Well,
Maybe. Can you hear me? Hello.
I think you're talking, but I can't hear you at all.
Virtually, I can hear you.
We can, let's see, hold on. Sorry, one second. Okay, try talking now, Jeff.
Yep. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Perfect. Try talking now.
Okay, I'm talking now.
Can you hear that well enough? Or no? Can you talk really loud?
I will try talking really loud. Can you hear that?
Oh, it's bad. Okay, we'll just do that for now.
Okay, sorry if I sound like a robot or anything. Yeah. Also, sorry to everybody virtually right now. Yeah, so hi, I'm Jeff. Up until yesterday, I was the president of ChemiCar. I actually just stepped down, and as of yesterday, Jake Lorenz is the new president. So technically we are a part of the AIChE organization, but I don't know, a few years ago, we made our split just because there's a lot of stuff to do, but we're a design team in Chemi, and I believe we're the only Chemi design team. So basically what we do is we construct a shoebox-sized car that's powered by some unique chemical reaction. So that car that you see up in the top right is a pressure-powered car that we ran in 2017, I believe. Inside of that pressure vessel in the back was basically a baking soda volcano. And we would power that up to somewhere in the ballpark of 100 PSI. That would power a motor that's hidden under that box, and it would propel itself down a track. So we go to a competition in the spring at the AIChE Regional Conference, and we are told then and there, how much weight we have to carry. It'll be somewhere between 0 and 500 milliliters of water, and then a certain distance we have to target. So it'll be between 15 and 30 meters. So our goal throughout the entire semester is to design and test a car to hit that target consistently and predictably. We have weekly meetings, we have lab sessions, and it's also available for credit. So each lab that you participate in, you can get 1 credit hour for. Can you go to the next slide, Ashley? So some of the benefits of the organization, it's a huge resume builder. Being on a design team looks great for industry purposes. I know, especially being in leadership for a design team, I've had a lot of recruiters that are always ready to ask questions about that, and it's a great way to get some hands-on experience. You can get class credit for it, so I've actually gotten out of taking 2 full engineering courses now by taking 6 credits of ChemiCar. There are great leadership opportunities. There's positions anywhere from being a lab head, being a project or a team lead, all the way up into being on our elected board. And then you just get to network with other engineers. That was really the way that I met a lot of my friends through chemical engineering now. I know a lot of the e-board through in AIChE had said that their favorite thing was the connections. And honestly, that's been my favorite part about ChemiCar too. The friends I've made in that organization have just really been incredible. And it's, you know, at the end of the day, it is a lot of fun being a part of this organization. So this is there's a question in the chat. Does it have to go a certain distance? So yeah, when we go to the competition, we'll have anywhere between 15 and 30 meters, and they'll just give us a mark that day. So we're trying to get as close to that target as we possibly can. So if you see, yep, that video right there, this is our run from the 2016 regionals that qualified us, or I believe this qualified us for nationals that year. So right now the pressure vessel is loaded, and he is about to turn a ball valve that will release pressure to the motor. And now we are flowing down, or we are rolling down the track. So once the pressure runs out, we would create a calibration curve for this car. And once the pressure runs out, the car slowly coasts to a stop. And we came somewhere about 25 centimeters on that run. And that did qualify us for nationals that year. So it does seem a little bit anticlimactic when you're watching it happen, but it is the most exciting thing when you're sitting up on the 3rd floor of Forney running a car down a hallway when you've been pouring so much time and effort into it, seeing it move and hit exactly the mark that you're hoping that it'll hit. Can you go to the next slide, Ashley? So if you're interested in joining, you can sign up after the call out. Just either throw a message in the chat with your email address, or you can send an email to purdue-chemicar@gmail.com. I will send out applications to join, and then if you could submit that by September 4th, that's Friday at midnight, and then we will be reviewing applications and letting everybody know by the following weekend. So, all right, so I think that's it for ChemiCar. Are there any questions?
Okay, so the question was how many credits can you get from ChemiCar? Is that, yeah.
Yeah, so we have 1 and 2 credit hour options each semester. I've done both of them. It's really just each lab section you take each week is 1 credit hour. I will say 2 credit hours worth is a lot, is a big time commitment, but it's very manageable, and you know it is almost a full class worth. This is my 5th semester of credit, and I've done one with 2 credits, and you know, like I said, I've gotten myself out of 2 full classes by doing that.
lab times are pretty flexible in terms of when you're able to choose the lab. So you'll be able to work the lab time into your schedule, and it shouldn't be that much of a problem.
Yeah, we have a lot of people who are in very similar courses as you. So a lot of people who are in the same chemi courses, a lot of times will get paired together because your windows are pretty similar. So yeah, and I don't think we've ever had an issue being able to schedule anybody for some time. In the past, we did have to do a weekend lab this past semester, but everybody who did that was all on board for doing a Saturday lab. So it didn't end up being a big deal. There's a question in the chat. It's what's required for the application. It's a pretty quick and easy application. It's general questions about your experiences here at Purdue, and then just a couple behavioral questions about how you interact with people and some of your experiences working on teams. Another question in the chat, is a 1 semester commitment doable? Yeah, so we do go semester by semester. There's a lot of people in the organization who will do co-ops, or there's a handful who are off campus this semester. So, we'll always keep everybody in the loop. So it's not required that you're in the organization every semester. You just, once you apply and you're in, then you're good and you return to the organization whenever you're back. All right, anybody else?
What's up, baby?
The question is, can non-chemi friends join chemi car?
Oh yeah, so that's a good question. Was that from David? Yeah, thanks, David. Yeah, so we actually are consistently looking for anybody in engineering. We have an overabundance of chemis, but people from all different disciplines can help out. So we have a handful of electrical engineers, just because chemis are notoriously bad at electricity. And we're also constantly looking for mechanical engineers just to help us get the car rolling, because that's not something that we in chemi generally study quite as much as mechanicals do. So.
Any more questions about anything?
All right, well, if that's it, thank you, everybody. I'll send out applications to those who have reached out, and I hope to hear from you soon.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. And again, sorry for the technical difficulties and Jimmy John's difficulties at the beginning of the meeting. But really looking forward to seeing you guys at events this semester. And yeah, that's it. We'll probably stay down here for a little bit longer if anyone has like individual questions, and also please take extra sandwiches. But that's it.
The committee member applications are due at 10, so if you're interested in that, get that done tonight, okay? All right.